Do you ever wish you could step inside your favorite novel and change the outcome? What if you could actually do that? Because you know how the story ends. Well, that's exactly what happens in Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. Stick around, because I'm about to tell you why this web novel is a roller coaster you don't want to miss. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, share, and join the Laughing Cloud Sect. If you love web novels that break the mold, this is the place for you. Okay, let's talk numbers for a second. Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint has a stellar rating of 4.7 out of 5 from over 2,600 readers, with a solid rank of 53rd on the web novel charts. So, it's not just good, it's really good. With over 62,000 monthly views, it's clear this one has caught the attention of a lot of readers. The author, Sing-Xiong, or this Sing-Xiong in Korean, brings us a completed series with 551 chapters. Yes, you heard me right. Completed. No waiting around for new chapters here. The chapters are long, too, so you get a lot of substance. If you're looking for an epic adventure that you can really sink your teeth into, this is it. Now, let's talk about what makes Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint stand out. First, let me paint the picture for you. Kim Dokja, our main character, is stuck in the world of his favorite web novel. But here's the twist. He's the only reader who knows the plot. So, when the world starts to crumble around him, he has to use his knowledge to survive. It's an apocalypse, with catastrophe at every corner, and only one man has the key to the ending. What's he going to do with that kind of power? But, and this is important, he's not the typical overpowered protagonist. In fact, he's pretty much the opposite. He's resourceful, manipulative, and clever. But his struggles are real. There's no easy win, no "I'm the chosen one" trope here. Next, let's talk about the star stream and constellation system. If you've read any RPG-inspired web novels, you know the drill. Characters level up, gain powers, and fight for survival. But here's the cool part, the constellations. They're celestial beings that act like the audience, watching over the characters like some cosmic reality show. They sponsor the characters, give them coins, and grant powers in exchange for entertainment. They push the characters into life-or-death situations for their own amusement, adding constant tension. But here's the catch. It's not just about survival. Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint is also a novel about relationships, the bonds between the protagonist, the reader, and the author. We've got Kim Dokja, the clever reader using his meta-knowledge, trying to save everyone. Then there's Yoo Jung-hyuk, the regressor who has lived through countless loops, carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. Together, they make an unlikely pair, shifting from rivals to reluctant friends. But that's where the emotional roller coaster begins. It's this dynamic, the complicated relationships, that really sets the story apart. Add in sharp-tongued characters like Han Soo-young, the author, and the result is a cast of flawed human characters you'll grow attached to, and maybe cry over. Now, here's where things get really interesting. You know how in most web novels, the hero fights their way through to victory using sheer power and will? But not here. Kim Dokja has to think his way through situations. He doesn't have the luxury of just punching his way out of problems. Oh no. He's up against fate, otherworldly forces, and, let's not forget, the very mystery force pulling the strings. This meta-narrative, this game between the reader, protagonist, and author is something you won't find often in web novels. The story constantly makes you ask, what will happen next? What makes it even more complex is that every character has their own motivation, trauma, and goals. There's no bad guy or good guy here, just people trying to make it through a collapsing world. So when Kim Dokja's in a tough spot, you're not just rooting for him to win, you're questioning whether or not survival is even enough. Here's what I really love about Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. It's a letter to readers. It's about how the stories we consume shape us, and how we, as readers, influence the narratives we dive into. You ever stayed up late reading a chapter, only to find yourself thinking about it the next day? Well, this novel takes that feeling to the next level. The author takes it a step further by playing with narrative structure, jumping between perspectives, timelines, and constantly introducing twists that make your head spin. It's a web novel that makes you feel like a part of the story. So, if you're looking for a web novel that's not just about fights and powers, but about complex characters, mind-bending plots, and relationships that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about storytelling, Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint is a must-read. If you want more video like this, don't wait. Hit that subscribe button to join the Laughing Cloud sect and start reading Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint today. Trust me, you won't regret it. Now, get ready to dive into this mind-bending, heart-racing adventure, where the lines between reader, character, and author blur. See you in the next video. Or, who knows, maybe you'll be stuck in the world of the novel by then. Happy reading, fellow daoists.